Typically, we know the name of the victim and then we prosecute. And this one, we did it reverse. We prosecuted and then learned their names. There is an advantage when you're in a jury trial to knowing the names of the victims. The fear is that if you don't know the names, it dehumanizes them in some way. But I felt that we could actually turn that and humanize them even more to show that, in this courtroom, we don't have family members watching because we don't know who their family is. And so through the evidence, I was asking the jury to not only evaluate it and prove that the defendant was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, but I was asking the jurors to become their family and fight for them as well.
We knew that they'd had children in their past. We knew that they, like everybody else, has a family. And I just felt like every victim needs to be with their family. But I thought John did an outstanding job in presenting the case. I was there for the entire thing, and he did a really good job owning the family and representing the government as the victim's family.
When you prove a murder case, what you have to do is prove that the person murdered was a human being. And you don't have to prove what their name was. And for me, that was the primary focus, was proving that they were human beings, which I could clearly do. But ultimately, in the end, the jury did exactly what I hoped they would do. They listened to all the evidence. I believe we had the evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And ultimately, they agreed and they convicted him on 2 counts of murder, one for Jane Doe, Kern County, one for Jane Doe, Ventura County.
We need to find out who these girls are. I myself personally felt we needed to return them home.
One of the driving forces for Steve and I in prosecuting the case was we felt the best chances of ultimately identifying the 2 women was a successful prosecution.